Hi, my name is Michael Winter, and I started using the Adobe Spark. There's just a lot to it. I'm not saying I can't figure it out. I just don't want to take the time to because I just want to get straight to the point. What I want to talk about first, well, actually, what I want to tell you about is my interpretation of world events currently and what I know about the history of world events and why they're impacting us now in the way that they are. And it's important for me and for you, more importantly so, to understand and recognize what cognitive dissonance is. Cognitive dissonance is, I'm sure there's a big fancy phrase for it, but essentially it's when you have a certain worldview and that worldview provides explanations for everything that happened to you. When something is presented to you that is in direct violation of your worldview or your set of beliefs that you hold, whether it's religious, political, doesn't really matter, set of beliefs, things that are core to your principle. When something comes along that upsets that in the form of news or knowledge, the brain has a way of protecting the body and the brain itself. The brain, your brain protects you by creating an explanation for whatever the event is, whether it's an event, whether it's news, whether it's something you hear, whether it's something you see, experience, read about. It can be anything. It could be UFOs, for example, if you are just dead set against believing there are UFOs, which in this day and age is kind of silly, but let's say you have a UFO experience. You're out alone on a country road at night. Sorry, smoke. It is what it is. And you're alone. It's completely dark. You're just driving along. You're listening to Willie Nelson rambling about a song. Rambling on. Rambling on. Wait, that's not even Willie. But suddenly your car just dies. The lights dim. It goes and comes to a stop. Willie Nelson croons away. And it's just night silence all around you. You're like, what the hell? What the fuck? Because I know I'm going to say fuck on here sooner or later. So what the fuck? And suddenly white electric, just zzz, lights surround your car. And you have the impression that something is directly above you with like a mighty, mighty spotlight times 100. And you feel the car levitate off the ground. And your brain's freaking out. You don't know what to make of it. And then you hear a train whistle off in the distance. Ooh. That was lame. But I guess whatever is above you heard it too, because the lights extinguished, your car thuds to the ground. Poof, you're back to silence except for that train whistle, and then the train grows closer. And your brain can't process what happened. It's just telling you, doesn't know what to tell you. It starts looking for a rational explanation. Then it seizes upon one. Back in college, you did a hit of acid. And you learned later that flashbacks can happen years, even decades later. And surely this must just be an LSD flashback. First one you've ever had, but it's something that your brain can accept as logical. And it allows you to continue on without your belief structure being threatened or compromised in any way. That's what cognitive dissonance is. Now, it's going to come into play, undoubtedly, with the topics that we're going to go over, because some of them are just going to be too hard to believe. Just impossible. Your brain is not going to want to accept these things as facts. But I'm going to show you and prove to you that They are real. They are true. They are not conspiracy theories at all. It's just the way things are right now. And I'm going to leave it with that as an introduction, and I hope to be doing more of these. Ciao.